Alright, so now you've completed step number 5, which was to take your fabric, fold it over, and then sew a straight line. And then remember, it is optional to do a decorative stitch on top of that straight line. Again, it's optional. So, if you would like to have these middle grommets in the corner, you may continue with the regular instructions. However, a lot of students don't put them in tight enough, and so they can fall out potentially. But if you would like to do, instead of the grommets, these little ribbon tabs on the side, then you'll continue with these following steps. So you are going to, first of all, measure out 2 little ribbon tabs, measure them out 4 inches, and then you are going to serge or zigzag the raw edges so that they don't fray out. Next thing, you're just going to fold them in half and place a pin in them. And then you can set them aside as soon as those are pinned. Okay, next thing. If your fabric did not have like a right or wrong side like mine is, as soon as you fold over from step 5 and sew it down, the side that has the serge edge touching, this becomes the wrong side. So when you don't see the serge side, this is the right side. Please make sure you know the difference. So you are going to start off with on the right side. We need to, before we pin them together, put the tabs in so that they are pinned and ready to go when we sew. So on your right side, you are going to measure from the very bottom edge 1.5 inches. So I'm measuring with my seam gauge, and then you're just going to line up the tab right there at 1.5 inches. And then you're just going to place in another pin just right there. Then you'll do the same thing on the opposite side. So keep it lined up with 1.5 inches, place that there, and grab another pin and pin it right in. Okay, and then the next thing, you're going to place just like the regular instructions, your right sides or your pretty sides together. Line them up nice and neat, and then you're going to pin along all the sides, the bottom, and then the side. So just like before, make sure your pins are perpendicular. I like to line up the corners first, just so it's completely straight. Make sure you're doing this on a flat surface. It works best that way. And then, just like you saw in the other video, you continue pinning all the way around, and then you'll sew exactly the same at 5/8 of an inch. Make sure you have that extra long back stitch so that you have that X in the corner, and then you will follow the next 2 steps. But once the instructions tell you to mark a spot for the grommet, then if you are doing it with the ribbon tabs, you're going to stop and move on to the very last step. Okay, so we're on step number 11. Remember, we skipped step number 9 and 10 because they were about putting in the grommets and then doing diagonal stitch, which we don't need to do that. So, step number 11, you place the 2 drawstrings through the top edge using that bodkin. Then, this is different for this one. Instead of putting it through the grommets, we're just going to put it through the ribbon. So you're just going to take one of the ends, place it through. Make sure it's only one of the ends. And then you're just going to grab it with your fingers, wrap it around, tie a knot just like you would tie a balloon, and kind of straighten it out, and tie that knot so that it stays in right there. And you'll just do the exact same thing on the opposite side. So place one in, take it, make sure that they're lined up, wrap it around your fingers like you're tying a balloon, place it underneath, and then pull it, make that knot. So this is complete, and pull, so it should completely pull, and then you're completely done. So please make sure you grab a grading sheet, fold up your bag, pin the grading sheet to the bag, make sure you fill out your evaluation of it, and then get that turned in, and you're good to go.